Hey guys, what's up? Shin0525 here, back with another drawing video. Today's video is going to be on Joker from Persona 5 or Smash Brothers, either one. And this video was requested by Dan, I'm going to butcher your name, Villantaro Satan? I think I said it right. Thank you very much, Dan, for the request. And yeah, without further ado, let's get our pencils ready and jump in. Alright guys, so let's get started. So to draw off Joker, what we're going to do is we're going to draw a big circle right here. And it's going to be off-centered a little bit because that's kind of where his head is. So we're going to get a big circle, kind of like that. Then we're going to draw in the crosshairs, which will look something like this. And then we get kind of like his head shape, which is kind of like this big V that kind of goes right here. And once we got that down, we can kind of draw in his gesture in the mask, which is going to be like this big kind of water droplet type shape. And then there'd be another kind of big one about here. And again, you basically just draw this big kind of like oval that has like a spike at one end. Like that. Okay. And we're going to draw two big circles for his eyes. And I'm just going to kind of adjust this one a little bit. Just so when we draw it in, his eyes kind of like overlap in the hole in it. Make this one a bit bigger. But again, this is why you draw very light in the gesture. But once we got that down, we can draw in our gesture in his hand. Kind of be something like this. This finger will go up and over, and then be like a straight line, over and down and in a little bit. And then down and kind of over. That's kind of his hand, and honestly that's pretty much good for the gesture that we need. So we're going to just jump into detail here. Or if you want to, you can kind of draw on his neck. That's pretty much the last thing we need. There's just two parallel lines going down like that. Alright, I actually like starting off with the mask first, so we can kind of like base everything else off that. So what I like to do is right down the middle here, draw a line like that, and then you're going to draw a big kind of U shape above it, and now we're going to draw a big curve line like this, and then we're going to draw another, and we're going to kind of follow the line we have here like that and connect them, and then same thing on this side, just curve. The curve line, and then we get another one right about here, like that. And then for this, for the extra detail, we're going to draw basically a slightly smaller shape that kind of hugs this one. Like that, and then just one more. Like that. And then we're going to do the same thing on this side. Again, a nice big one that hugs the outside shape like this. And then a slightly smaller one like that. And once you get that down, you can kind of draw on the spikes that are on it. So there's one big one on top, which is basically just a triangle. And then you get one down here, one like directly below that one, and then one over here, like that. And same thing on this side, you get one up here, one down here, and then one to the left and one to the right. Like that. And now that we got that down, we can kind of draw in his hand, because his hand's kind of like the next big thing. And his hand's a little tough. Basically, what we're going to do is we have the gesture here, and then we're going to draw some circles. 3, 4. We're going to draw 3 of them, because this finger kind of gets hidden. But off this, we're going to draw a curved line that curves down and over, and then kind of in. And about here, we're going to draw kind of the same thing. Curved line that goes down and over. And then here, we're going to draw the pinky, which is a curved line that goes down, over, and then in. And then kind of curves in like this. And you get like these kind of like U shapes. You get one here, and then like another little curved line right there for that pinky, and I could zoom in a bit. And once you get that down, we can kind of draw in a curved line that kind of curves out and then in a little bit like this. And then I'll kind of wrap around and go back in here, but we'll draw that in a second. And you could also draw a little curved line right here to show like the palm, like where his thumb is. And then this finger just kind of goes off, goes up, across, over, and then down, like that. And then you can draw in little curved lines, very similar to like what we have here, so a nice U, and then another one, goes into like another U, like that, just to show the finger bending. And then now we can kind of follow this in, and this just kind of goes down and over, like this. And you get a little bit of the knuckle here too, just a curved line that goes down. It's basically an extension of this line that goes down, but if you take an eraser, you kind of make like a gap, make it look a little bit better. I'll erase all the guidelines for the knuckles. And just kind of the last kind of thing for detail is he has like lines on his gloves. So there's a line that goes up, over, around, and down like this. Kind of just follows the line for the finger. And then this one starts from the palm here and just goes up, over, kind of curves in a little bit, down and in, like that. And once we got that down, we can draw in like the cuff for where his sleeve is, which is a curved line that wraps around like this. So you get a nice little oval that goes around, and then you start slightly above that, curve it over, down and in, like that, then over, down. It kind of goes in and then puffs out a little bit, like that. And once we get that down, it's kind of just all the stuff that's in like the front. So we could jump into his face and all the stuff that's in the back. So basically for his face, I like starting out with his nose, and his nose is just a straight line going down like this. And it gets somewhere in the middle. You can draw these kind of like a curved line with like a circle on the bottom of it for his nostril. One going this way, one going the other way. So that's pretty much his nose. And then once we got that down, I like drawing in his eyes next. And for like anime eyes, especially for like Persona 5, it starts with a curved line like this, curves out, and then you get to a point about here, and then you draw a curved line that curves in a little bit like that, and then you curve down and then over, like that. And then since like an anime, kind of like for the eyelashes, it's just a line that kind of hugs this line. And then it goes out into 3 little spikes, like that. And you get one little spike on the bottom here. And you could kind of shade all this in. Like that. Very simple. And then for the eye, it's basically this big oval, like this. And then when you get up here, you get like a little U shape, and then continue the oval, like that. And then his pupil is just a little dot right here. And then for eye detail, you get like a line here, and a little bit of a line right there. And then just to show like his eyelid, it's a curved line like this, and a line going across like that. And then we're not going to draw an eyebrow just yet because we're going to get the hair and it's going to go all over it. But we're going to draw on the other eye, which you see a little bit over here, and it'd just be a curved line. Since he's winking, it's just a curved line like this. And it kind of goes out into a spike, and you get like a little second spike right there. And then just kind of connects in, and you could shade that in as well. Like that. And you just get a little curved line here, just show the eyelid. And then once we get that down, we can kind of draw in the head shape, which is just a curved line. And basically, we can just kind of follow the line we made here. Goes up, and up, like that. And then his smile is just kind of like a curved line that goes kind of into like a little point here. So you get kind of like a V. And it goes up, over, and kind of curves up a little bit. And then we can get his ear, that's right here. That's a curved line that goes over and in. Like that. This will get covered up a lot as well. And now we could just jump into his hair, which I'll go up a little bit. Which his hair, kind of, want to do a dome. Kind of be about here, but I like starting with his bangs, and basically he has very like kind of wavy, curly hair almost. And if you want like kind of like a reference before you start like drawing it in, it like goes in to where his forehead is, and then out, and then over like this. So it basically like goes around his eyes almost. But to draw it in, it's basically just you draw little like curved lines like this, go up, another one, another curved line that goes down, we'll make it go over the eye a little bit, and another one back here, like that. Here, just curve this way and over. And again, there's no like rhyme or reason for these, so as long as you're drawing like curved lines that curve up, kind of have like a wave to them, you're doing it right. Like that. Have another one that'd be like about here. And then for this one, curve, a lot of it gets covered up by the mask, which is fine. That just means less to draw. Like that. And now for his head, I basically like starting off with, there's like a slight indent, so I draw that first. So it's a curved line curving in like this. And then it goes out into like a curly spike. Then there's another one. And another one that goes out and over. And you just kind of want to draw those in, kind of keeping the head shape. Like that. And this one kind of curves out and over. And around and down. And again, just keep big wavy spikes. Like that. And then for a little bit more detail, you can draw like kind of like 2 or 3 ones kind of inside the hair like this. Kind of overlapping. That should be pretty good. And then now all we need to do is just finish up his clothes, which are pretty easy. So we're going to draw his neck and draw 2 lines, and I'll stop about here. And then for his like collar detail, it's a line going down and up, so you get like a V, down, and then it kind of straightens out where his chin is, goes up, and then goes up, down, and then up, like that. And then you just simply draw a line kind of hugging this line that we have here. But when you get to the middle here, it's just going to go straight down. And then same thing on this side, so we go down, up, down, and then straight line going down, like that. And then here, we start in the middle and draw another straight line going down. And then kind of finish off the neck here, same thing on this side. And now we could draw on his big collar, which I'll start here. A lot of it kind of gets covered up. Kind of goes past the mask a little bit. over, and you get kind of like this big triangle right here, like that. And then here we're going to draw a line going out, and then just hug the shape that we have here. Like that. God, I cannot draw a straight line today. Wow. So a line going out like this, and then the collar curves over and down like this. And you see a little bit of kind of like what we have here where it kind of hugs it. The only difference is like about here, it'll have a line going down. It's kind of getting cut off on mine, but very similar to what we have here. A line goes down kind of in the middle of it. Like that, and then you can draw a curved line for his shoulder. And then this one, we're just going to continue the curve like that. But this time we'll see more like the inside of it. So it'll curve in like that. And you get kind of like a bump here, and then two lines going up like that. Curve line going down. And then just the last detail is he has two stripes going down. So one here and here, and then another one about here and here. And I guess you'd see it on this side too. Like that. But overall, that's pretty much how you draw Joker from Persona 5. Yeah, kind of challenging, very anime face-y. But nothing too hard. I wouldn't say it's like too hard. I definitely say look up a reference before jumping in. And speaking about reference, I'm going to put him to the side here. This is the sketch we did. Here's a more inked version. So if you take an ink pen and go over all the guidelines, go over all the lines, erase all the guidelines, you have what you got on the left there. So anyway, thank you again, Dan, for the request. I do take requests if you have them. All you need to do is leave what you want me to draw in the comment section below. Other than that, I take your name, put it on my how to draw list, and then on Sunday when I make drawing videos, I just randomly put one on the list. There's no rhyme or reason. It's just what I feel like drawing that day. So, anyway, guys, I hope you enjoyed. Remember to like, comment, subscribe, all that good YouTube stuff. Really helps me out, and I will see you next Sunday for another drawing video. Alright, thanks for watching. Later. Bye-bye.